Hello students, in this video we will discuss about immunization schedule. First we will see what do you mean by Universal Immunization Program. In 1974, WHO officially launched Global Immunization Program, also known as Expanded Program of Immunization or EPI by WHO in 1974 to prevent and control 6 killer diseases that were occurring in the children. Now we will see what were the 6 killer diseases. The 6 killer diseases were TB, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, polio and measles. Because of 6 diseases, there was so much of mortality and morbidity in the children. To prevent mortality and morbidity in the children, WHO launched in 1974 Global Immunization Program. It was called as Expanded Program of Immunization because it was adding more disease controlling antigens of vaccination schedule, and the coverage was extended to all corners of the country. Government of India in 1978 launched EPI, that is Expanded Program of Immunization, with the objective to reduce morbidity and mortality so that we can able to prevent it from the vaccine in the children and to achieve self-sufficiency in the production of vaccine. In October 1985, UNICEF emphasized on the goal of achieving universal immunization, that immunization coverage should be given to the whole of the population. So Global Immunization Program was changed into Universal Child Immunization. In 19 November 1985, Government of India changed Expanded Immunization Program into Universal Immunization Program in the dedication of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Universal Immunization Program was having two components. First component is immunization to the pregnant woman against tetanus. Second is immunization to the children in first year of life against 6 killer disease. So these were two components of Universal Immunization Program. Universal Immunization Program first taken up 30 selected districts and catchment area of 150 medical colleges in November 1985. Immunization services are provided through MCH Center, Maternal Child Health Center, Mother and Child Health Center, Primary Health Center, Sub-Center, Hospital Dispensaries and ICD units. Some of the questions from the competitive points are asked. In 1992, immunization program became a component of CSSM, that is Child Survival and Safe Motherhood Program. So sometimes question is asked, immunization program became a component of CSSM in which year? 1992, to cover 100% immunization among the infants. In 1997, immunization program became a component of RCH, that is Reproductive and Child Health Program. In year 2005, immunization schedule was revised under NRHM. Some of the vaccines they were added like hepatitis B vaccine, Japanese encephalitis vaccine, in which 2 doses should be given in the endemic district. First dose should be given at 9 to 12 months and second dose should be given at 16 to 24 months. And 2 doses of measles were added into the immunization program. First dose of measles at 9 to 12 months and second dose 16 to 24 months. That was added into immunization schedule in 2005. In 2012, Government of India declared as Year of Intensification of Routine Immunization. In 2013, Government of India and Southeast Asia region, they declared that measles elimination and congenital rubella syndrome should be controlled till 2020. In 2014, India was certified as polio-free country. So this was the history of Universal Immunization Program. Now continuing the class, that is National Immunization Schedule. In National Immunization Schedule, the immunization is included for the pregnant woman, for the infant and for the children. First we will see for the pregnant woman. We will see which vaccine should be given, when we have to give, what is the dose, in which solution we have to dissolve the vaccine, what is the route and site. So in pregnant woman, the injection that is given is TT, TT1 and TT2. If already the female has got the dose, so the booster dose for the TT it is given. For the TT1 dose, it should be given as soon as the pregnancy is detected. The dose is 0.5 ml, no diluent, and the route is intramuscular upper arm. TT2 after 1 month of the first dose of TT. Dose is 0.5 ml, no diluent, intramuscular and upper arm. If the mother has already received TT injection in last 3 years, so the mother will get only 1 dose of TT booster dose. The dose is 0.5 ml, diluent is no, that means no diluent, and IM route and the site is upper arm. So this is the vaccination for the pregnant woman. Now we will see vaccination or immunization for the infants. For the infant, at the time of birth, 3 vaccines they are given: BCG, hepatitis B and OPV. We will see one by one. BCG, when it should be given at the time of birth as soon as possible. Maximum age of giving BCG is 1 year. If the BCG is given within 1 month, the dose will be 0.05 ml, and if it is given after 1 month, matlab till 1 year of age, the dose will be 0.1 ml. The diluent in which we will dissolve the BCG vaccine is normal saline. Route is intradermal and site is left upper arm. It is universal site that to each and every child we have to administer BCG in left upper arm. And after 1.5 month of age, BCG vaccine, it forms a scar. So in AIIMS NORCET exam also, the questions related to BCG, 3 questions that were asked: what is the dose, what is the route and what is the site, and which injection is forming scar. So the question was asked from BCG. Second is hepatitis B, when it should be given at the time of birth as soon as possible within 24 hour maximum limit, and the dose is 0.5 ml, no diluent, intramuscular route, and it should be given on anterolateral aspect of the mid-thigh. The third vaccine is OPV. At the time of birth, within first 15 days after the birth, 2 drops should be given and orally they are giving. IPV vaccine, that is inactivated polio vaccine, at 6 and 14 week of age. Up to 1 year of age, IPV can be given, and 0.1 ml, dose is 0.1 ml, no diluent, intradermal, right upper arm. Pentavalent vaccine, pentavalent 1, 2 and 3 doses at 6, 10 and 14 week till 1 year of age, 0.5 ml dose. There is no diluent, intramuscular, anterolateral aspect of mid-thigh. OPV 1, 2 and 3 dose at 6, 10 and 14 week till 5 year of age, 2 drops are given and per orally. Rotavirus vaccine at 6, 10 and 14 week till 1 year of age, 5 drops are given per orally. Measles vaccine, first dose 9 to 12 month till 5 year of age it can be given. The dose is 0.5 ml. It should be dissolved in sterile water, subcutaneous, right upper arm. Japanese encephalitis, first dose 9 to 12 month till 15 year of age, 0.5 ml. The diluent is phosphate buffer, subcutaneous, left upper arm. Vitamin A dose, first dose should be given at 9 months. When the child is completing 9 months with the measles, vitamin A dose is given per orally. Till 5 year of age it is given, and the first dose it will be 1 ml, that is 1 lakh international unit. So these were the vaccinations or immunization schedule till infant. Now we will see in children. In children, DPT booster first dose 16 to 24 month. It should be given till 7 year, 0.5 ml, no diluent, intramuscular and anterolateral aspect of mid-thigh. Measles and MMR, that is measles, mumps and rubella, 16 to 24 till 5 year of age, 0.5 ml, dissolved in sterile water, subcutaneous and right upper arm. For OPV booster dose, it should be given in 16 to 24 month till 5 year of age, 2 drops are given and orally, per oral is the route. Japanese encephalitis, 2 dose. The second dose should be given in 16 to 24 month and the dose is 0.5 ml. The diluent is phosphate buffer, subcutaneous and left upper arm. Vitamin A, second dose after 9 months first dose, after every 6 months after 9 months the second dose is given, that is at 16 months. Then the dose in every 6 months till 5 year of age, 2 ml. per orally it is given. So the total dose of vitamin A is given is 17 lakh international unit till 5 year of age. DPT booster second dose 5 to 6 year, maximum it can be given till 7 year of age, 0.5 ml IM in upper arm. TT dose 10 to 16 year, 0.5 ml IM upper arm. Next video will be on cold chain. Subscribe Preparing Nurse English channel for the more videos. For nutrition classes, subscribe Preparing Nurse Hindi channel. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you are having any question, you can ask in the comment box. Thanks for watching. Do like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks.